Yeah. And there's a corner there, but we're still on ours.
Yeah.
And it goes right down through. Well, you can, if you look carefully, you'll see an opening in these trees.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the old road that went through there. And there's a gate over there. That was our gate. We coming in and got bogged down that night. We had to walk out and get our neighbor to come down with a tractor, old tractor, and pull us out. And had to try to turn the cows out and get them in here, on this side of the gate. It was a time. It was during the night, and it was raining the whole time. It just was raining. I won't ever forget it. I was probably, 7 or 8 years old.
Yeah.
And it was Daddy had a time. But the property lines goes that way, and it goes that way.
Yeah.
Turns down there at the natural run of the branch. Is what they call it. And this is just a sort of a ditch. This dries up.
Yeah.
This dries up.
Just from all the rain we've been having.
Yeah. And but man, back when I used to love to hunt and all this, to me, you don't get up better than this.
Yeah.
Just come down here, and it's nice.
Yeah.
But I was younger then, and good way to get away from things so much.
Well, we were lucky enough to have access to the woods.
Mm-hmm.
Me and you, because we took advantage of it. I mean, I couldn't have got to town if I'd wanted to. It was just too far away, and I didn't have wheels, and there wasn't anything else.
Yeah.
But I mean, I didn't need anything else either. I had a little lake, a little pond, and 70 acres of woods, and had a river. Man, that was everything. I had a .22 rifle and a good dog.
Yeah, I had a .22, and Dad had a bird dog.
Yeah,
and she was a good dog.
Yeah. And boy, that was all anybody ever needed right there.
The best thing I had was a bunch of first cousins.
Yeah.
Boys,
well, we moved off. Dad, after the war, Dad and Mom worked in the basket factory down in Fayetteville when Dad went to the Philippines, and he never spent any money. He sent every paycheck home to her because he said the army's feeding me, they're giving me a place to live, and they're giving me clothes. I don't need money for nothing. So Mom saved all that money, and then when I got back, he moved to the city, which was Ben Hill, Georgia, and they went to work in a factory in Atlanta and worked there till they went out of business. And so I guess we turned out to be city kids, even though he moved us out in the country. My brother got in trouble for selling fireworks in school or something, and Mom said, we got to get these boys out of this city. They're going bad. So they went out in the country and bought that property. So I got to grow up out there, which is the best thing ever. Because I was already learning how to fight and stuff in grammar school in Atlanta. You know how just bad things that's happening there would lead to worse things.
Well, my problem was I was the baby boy, plus I was born here, so I was spoiled.
Oh.
So it took me a long time to grow up.
Oh. Yeah.
When you spoil a young'un, you're not helping him.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was used to having things my way. And because I was a baby, I had 2 older sisters. And I was the only boy and the baby boy. And then born here too, so naturally I got all my mama's pity, so it took me. I actually didn't start growing up, Richard, until I met Kate.
Yeah.
30 years old.
Yeah.
I already had a wife and 3 youngins, but I was still very immature.
Yeah.
Very immature. And selfish and mean and all that stuff. And then when I met Kate, and I had to support her youngins and had to support my youngins, and I realized then I had to go to work. You got to go to work, buddy.
Yeah.
or they'll put you in jail.
Yeah.
So,
well, the lawyer said you've done a good job.
Well, yeah, they young and all seem to like me pretty well. Even my young.
Yeah.
Although I didn't get to raise them, I just, just paid child support.
Yeah.
Their stepdaddy finished raising them.
Yeah.
I'm going to make another little loop over here. There was a southern swing down that I would have made, but we've had so much water, I'm a little skittish of it. I don't know if we could have got through it or not. I say southern, eastern. But we'll go around this way. And like I say, when I was a kid, this was pastures, and it was fenced, often quarter fences, and stuff quartered up. And there was a big corral down here and a windmill and all this. It was really a neat place. But pine trees were more valuable than cattle.
Yeah.
So as the pines grew, the cattle got smothered out.
Yeah.
Now we're on kids on this. We just crossed the land line coming off from one sister's.
Yeah.
On to this. Now you're on Dolores and James, Lee and Cinder's place.
Yeah.
So this is theirs. And they ain't no taking it back.
Yeah.
One time, I had a horse when I was coming up, and right here to your right is what we call a pond.
Yeah.
Okay, down there about where that cedar tree was at that we were looking at.
Yeah.
There was a little cattle gap crossing. Not a cattle gap. It was just a bridge to cross this ditch here.
Right.
You just couldn't drive it like this. This was fenced. There was a fence that ran the other side of this ditch.
Yeah.
All that was pasture. There was a fence that ran that way. So my sister wanted to ride the horse. So we came down in the truck, in the old Ford, and me and Mom and Daddy and that sister and an aunt and uncle from Brunswick. They lived in Brunswick. We come down here, right out there, and it was pasture. Put her on that horse. He took off. Wide open. I mean, and she had red hair, I'll never forget it. It was flood out the back. She was screaming at the top of her lungs, holding on for dear life. And Mama went to hollering at Daddy. And Daddy says, "What you want me to do? Run the horse down?" And the horse ran down here to this pond and stopped because he got to the feet. And he stopped. Didn't hurt nothing. But we laughed. And we've laughed. I've told that tale, and my aunt and uncle has told that tale so many times. How funny that was. Daddy, Mama hollering at Daddy, and Daddy said, "What do you want me to do? Run the horse down?" Of course, he didn't say it exactly like that. but it was funny. She never rode the horse again.
Ah.
But this is all good hunting territory.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, as far as deer hunting. And there's a place down on the other end where we went. We didn't get out and walk in there, but it's a lot of big oak trees in there. There's not much undergrowth, and that's where Alan kills his turkeys.
Yeah.
That's where he does his turkey hunting at. And I guess I can go either way. We planted a few longleaf out here. I don't like longleaf. They're too slow to grow, and that's 60 years before you can use that tree.
Right.
It's just not my idea of a good idea.
Yeah. Pretty.
They are. And what they're doing now, people are planting them for the straw.
Right.
And which is even worse to me, because that just destroys. See, when they do the straw deal, they spray all this, they kill everything.
Really?
Oh yes, yeah. Well, they rake the straw, there'll be nothing there, and they rake that straw, and it goes to cities to go around people's yards and flowers and this, that, and the other.
Uh-huh.
But it literally destroys. The trees just quit growing.
Yeah.
They just shed straw, and it's to me it's very environmentally unfriendly.
So basically, they kill the trees.
Well, the trees don't die. They just
stop
growing because they're not getting the nutrients that they need.
Right.
And they rake that straw. Plus, anything that comes up, they go in there and spray it to kill it.
Right.
So that's not good.
So they want to be able
year after year after year,
just come through and rake the straw up off the ground.
Right. That's what they do.
And that's
they
why
even
they kill
got it now where they got a little baler.
Yeah.
They'll rake that straw in a row and bale it just like they bale hay in little bales. Sure do. Yeah. And it's all just for decoration in the cities.
Ain't that odd?
Yeah, well, it's not good.
Huh.
In my humble opinion.
Yeah.
That was the same way. We had a group outfit come in here and put in a cypress chip meal. And so they went to cutting all these cypress ponds. And they'd take it to that mill and chip it in chips and dye it with a color to make it pretty and red. And that was decorations around flower beds and stuff.
Huh.
Well, they just cleaned out the cypress. Cypress grows really slow.
Right.
It takes like 100 years to make a grown cypress tree.
Yeah.
And they just cleaned them out, And that's not going to recover for a couple of generations, So, like, a while ago I said we improve a lot of things, but a lot of things we don't use our head about too.
Yeah.
But you can go from one extreme to the other. You don't want to make it to where you can't use the land.
Right.
But you also want to steward the land.
Yeah.
It needs to be stewarded. But it needs to be stewarded by people that have a vested interest in it.
Yeah.
Not by somebody that don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah. Well, I see a lot of comments about, somebody will put up a picture of a big city with smoke, and they'll say people that live here want to tell people that live here, and they'll put up a picture of some guy out in his field, how to
Well, that's true.
run their farm or whatever. And
that's true. That does happen.
Yeah.
But then again, the farmers there again. This is where YouTube and all is being a blessing. The guys on the ranches are putting out their YouTube videos.
Yeah.
They're putting it out. The farmers are putting out YouTube videos, like One Lolly Farmer.
Yeah.
This information is getting through to people that aren't aware of what goes on.
So big companies who have the wherewithal to hire one of these guys that go to Washington to tell everybody what to vote for and spend all this money, they shape the news and the laws, but because of YouTube, the farmers have a voice that they didn't have before.
All of us have a voice.
Yeah.
In all of our lives. Even I would love to see the classroom teachers start doing YouTube videos and stuff to let people see what they're putting up with.
Oh, imagine that.
Yeah, of course they would be fired.
Or they'd be sued.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's I'm telling you, awareness is helpful.
Yeah.
The more people know, the better off people are.
Yeah.
So, and this is the corner. This is our kids, and that's my sister's. The other sister that didn't replant.
Uh-huh.
So, and we'll scoot through here. Hello. And what are you looking for me for?
First off, thanks for taking my call, sir. I'm calling in regards to purchase vehicle. Came with a 3-month period of all access trial.
Oh, okay. 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 Save your breath. I'm not interested in XM. But
Is there
well, yeah, but you don't want to hear it. You don't want to hear it. So I'll just let it go at that. Okay.
You said it doesn't work?
No, I said you don't.